If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 3rd down, Fields looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. Dancing to his left. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Fields escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now, opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Screenplay, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Switch!
will drop to throw. There goes a deep ball in. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Fields. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Check 25. Check 25. Hustle.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Man open, Rice. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you.
And the ball is knocked out. and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down in inches. And that is incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. David Njoku, 39 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Harrison Parker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 2. All day, baby, all day.
From the gun, Fields. That'll be caught by Rice. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Back to throw. Fields. Yeah, he's got it. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
6 guys. Slam.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jets' 1-yard line.
2nd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vernon Davis. As the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good relaxing.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Fields. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. Man open. It's Moss complete. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Rush in.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for a wideout. He was covered by Jackson.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Check 13. Check 13. 55's my guy, 55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Johnson's got it complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities. And
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Fields. This is Johnson. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Coming. Check 31, check 31. Hustle, hustle. 55.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete here. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Second and 11. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Pittsburgh, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come.